Hello, I think I am live. I'm hoping I'm live. I'm jumping on just a few minutes quickly. Whoops, I'm trying out this new program again, and I'm trying something new with it. So it's not a new program for me. It's an older program, but I was having a lot of echo difficulty, and someone suggested something to me, so I'm trying it. So jump in if you are watching me, just so that I know that this program is all working. I'm crossing my fingers it is. I'm crossing my fingers that there's no echo. I haven't got it at the moment. I'm hoping that you can actually hear me. So hello, just make sure that you let me know if you can actually hear me, because I've got a microphone hooked up. I've got a set of headphones hooked up Bluetooth, and I've put them in another room so they can't hear me. So just make sure that yay, it's working. So now the other thing is that you should be able to watch me in my stamping and card making group, and you should be able to watch me on YouTube. So if one isn't working, then you can always jump to the other platform and see how we go with that. So cross fingers that they're all good, but that's great. So I've got Lois and Tina, and I can see comments from everywhere, I think. All except Facebook groups. Oh, don't tell me I can't hear from Facebook groups. I can only see comments from we'll try that. We'll see if I can see comments. I don't know if I can see all. Anyway, if somebody is on my Facebook group, jump on. Hey, Carol. Okay, now that I know it's working, we can get stuck into it, although I don't think I can see comments coming from my Facebook group. So I will need to learn a little bit about that, but not now. I will go and research that later. There's all these little buttons that says learn more, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to touch anything just in case. So today we are going to be playing with the butterflies and flowers layering decorative masks to make a card. And I had a little bit of play with this the other day, and it is, there are a few little tips and tricks that you need to be able to get these nicely. And I'll show you a few of the things of what not to do, because I had to do mine a couple of times. So that anyway, you'll see what I mean when we go along about it. Now, coming up are just a few little things. The celebration is, we don't even want to talk about celebration. The items that you guys are all waiting for have been pushed out again, but hopefully Stampin' Up will come up with some sort of solution for us. I don't know what. Hopefully something, cross fingers, because the date at the moment is now the 24th of January, and some of the items are the 31st. So I'm sure that they will come to our rescue and solve our problem somewhere. The other thing is I've got a new class by mail on the 15th, and we'll be using the Cactus Cuties for that one. So just a quick work out where my cameras are. I'm just giving a real sneak peek. So this class will be coming on, that one's a window one, and then that one. So look out for that. Make sure you are on my, I'll put that right out of the way over there. Make sure you are on my email newsletter list, and so you'll get all the details from that. And also make sure you are subscribed to my newsletter, because each week I send out a weekly PDF tutorial, and that will be the card that we are creating today. So okay, let's see if I can change cameras nicely, and yay, no echo. I think I've finally got it working. So okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. Nope, wrong way around. I've got to switch them. How do I switch them? Okay, if I hide, show on stream. Oh, there we go. Double click to toggle spotlight. No, I don't want to toggle spotlight. I'm all good. So there we go. I'm down in the corner. If I'm taking up too much space in my work area, I will scoot me to the side. I'm pretty sure that there's other little layouts that I could possibly try, but I wonder if I can scooch. No, I can't shift me. Ooh. Okay. If it gets in the way, we will get rid of me. Okay, so we are looking at, got my catalogue here, we are looking at the butterfly flowering masks and layering dies. when I can find them. There we go, page 65 of the catalogue. So we are here, and this is all you get in the whole catalogue of them, so they can be really overlooked. And for just $17.50, whoops, my bag's broken here. For $17.50, I think they're a really good alternative to stamps, actually. Okay, so let's have a look at them. So don't forget, you can use these with your embossing paste, and you can use them with your blending brushes. So we have like a viney looking one here. We have another cool background shape, another flowery one. We have our butterflies, because, you know, it was all about butterflies and flowers. We have this flowering, this is the one that I'll be using, so I'll be using that one, which is really, really super pretty. And then also this one here. So I'm going to pop these other ones away for just a moment. Now, when you do this, you will need a fairly decent sized piece of white cardstock. And I thought that we would use this one first, but you don't. You use the really detailed one first. So we're going to pop that down and leave yourself plenty of space, because you'll want your leaves to go in after. Now, a nice stack of Post-it notes are going to come in handy. So what you want to do is we want to stick these down. Okay, so you will use quite a few, but we also want to cover up these other little guys. Okay, so you probably, if you've got good masking tape, you can use that. But the masking tape, I have tore my card in the first instance, so I won't be using that again. I'll stick to my Post-it notes. Okay, so I'm using Petal Pink, which is a really nice soft first one. So you want to do your light colour with your detailed image first. Okay, so I'm a little bit jittery on my screen. I hope I'm not jittery on your screens. Just let me know, just because this is a new thing, just let me know if there's any issues or anything going on. So then we just want to go around and around. Now, you guys know me, I like to have a fairly intense colour down. You can go as light or as dark, or you can, you know, maybe have a couple of flowers lighter or darker. You can lay down your colour however you like. But I like a nice, even, fairly heavy tone all the way around. That last little bit there. Now, you do have to try, because I've got ink all over my mask now, I got really messy a few times, so you are going to have to try to really, really keep your fingers clean, okay? So I'm just going to stick these along my desk. Hi Megan, I have a feeling I'm not seeing any comments from my Facebook group, so I'm going to have to go and research that. Actually, what I might do is just wipe that, try and wipe some of that ink off, because I tell you what, I got into such a mess. Right, so how pretty is that? That is super, super pretty. So you could even just do the one layers if you want. That would look really pretty tone on tone as a background, I reckon. I'm going to have to play lots more. Okay, now we're just going to move this up. Whoops, I'm getting sticky notes stuck to my arm. And we want to line up straight over the top. Best is to try and get those circles in the center done, and then those little flowers on the edges there. Doesn't line up perfectly, but if you can get those middle ones done. And then we're just going to re-stick our Post-it notes on, cover these guys up, otherwise you will end up colouring in areas that you don't want. The picture's a bit blurry. Oh no, hopefully the replay is okay. Good morning. Okay, so now I'm going over with my Calypso Coral and straight over the top of that. So two complementing colours are going to be, oh, don't move. Can't tell whether that was my stencil moving or whether it was just everything moving. All right, whoops, it was my stencil moving. Okay, just as well I'd finished it, huh? Okay, so that is, just going to pop these away. Look at how gorgeous that has become now. Let me just hold that up to the camera, and this is usually where I get filthy too. So let me bring that up. How pretty is that? And it just all lines up perfectly as well. Really nice. Okay, I'm going to put that one away because I got it dirty. If I can just wipe that. To clean these, I just popped them, I just, took them to the sink and just washed them under the sink. Now, these leaves are quite interesting because all of the leaves on here will all match. So you can have your little sharp pointy leaves, or you can have your loopy leaves, or you can have a mixture of both because they're all going to work. Now, they don't line up like that. You have to actually do them individually, and there's a little curve on each of these, and it lines up with the curve on the flowers. So it's just a matter of going around and finding, well, that one's not going to fit because I'm covering a little bit of the petal here. So you just keep moving it around until you find, whoops, oh, I'm hooked up. You just find a spot on your flowers that you like I'll go there. Now you want to get that lined up. You want to make sure that you are definitely covering all of these little suckers. Okay, because believe me, you will end up in a mess. Now I'm using soft succulent for my leaves, and just going to pop that on. Now, if you've gone really, really heavy with your blending and you've got a lot of color along here on your post-it note, it might actually pay to get some new post-it notes. Otherwise, you're going to drag some of that orange into your green, and then it doesn't look so good. It sort of looks a bit grayish. So let's have a look at this one. So pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, let us not put my fingers in there. Let's try one of these ones. And this is why you need to have a fair bit of space going around, because some of my leaves I couldn't fit. They hung off the edge of my card here. Whoops, now we want to cover that. And we want to cover you and cover you. So let's have a look and see what one of these ones will look like. Oh, that one would look pretty cool. I've only got it's sort of like half light and half dark. And of course you can change the color, like the intensity of your, I might leave it like that actually. You can change the intensity of your, the way it looks like. If you wanted different shades of green, you could just go lighter with your sponging instead of like the heavy-handedness that I usually am. So let's have a look and see how that turned out. So that's got a bit of, like I've left it a little bit light and dark, so that looks pretty cool. And you can just keep on going around and around and put as much or as little leaves on there as you like, depending on what sort of look you've got. Now, a few little things of what not to do, and you do go through a fair few of them, so, but that's just the way it is, I'm afraid, unless you've got good masking tape. Now, this one I made boo-boos with because I didn't cover up properly. I thought she'll be fine. I won't get my bristles anywhere near it. And unfortunately, I did get my bristles near it, and I got green right in the middle of my flower. Now, and I think I got another green patch over here somewhere. And then I didn't have enough room, and I cut off the edge of, I think I managed to disguise that a little bit. And my masking tape tore my paper, and so this one's a little bit of a mess. But I'm thinking I still may be able to get away with using it, depending on if, like, I could put a sentiment across there or something, just to try and hide them. So I'm not going to throw it away just yet. But I do have one already done and cut out, and just so a little bit ahead of time. So I wanted, because I was making such a mess all around, that's the neatest I've been today actually. I just thought I will just pre-do one. So there's my pre-done one. Okay, let's get stuck into the rest of the card. We are using a white card base. I'm making sure that I've got clean fingers. So once again, I'm not going to give measurements or anything here, but make sure you are signed up for my newsletter, because all of the measurements in both centimeters and inches, crossing my fingers I got the inches right, will be in that PDF. So I'm using paper from the Ever Eden. Hang on a second. I got it right here. This is the specialty paper that's on at the moment. So Ever Eden Designer Series specialty paper. So this is the one that came out a month or two ago, I think. And I do believe it's still available. So that's why I'm using it. Okay, so I'm going to stick these guys down. Yes, so all measurements are in centimeters and inches. The inches, I haven't just used a converter. I've actually measured the card and taken it to the closest, like rounded up inch, quarter inch, 7/8 of an inch, whatever, however I have managed to do it. I've got some really good rulers that have got inches and centimeters, and I can just like scoot across to the other side. So your finished card may look a smidge different to mine, but it shouldn't be too far off. And I'm sure that whoever works in inches, if I've got them wrong, you can certainly tell me and I can work to correct them. Okay, so I've got that one going on, and then I'm just going to adhere that down as well. Now I've got a lot more leaves than my first card, so I was going a little bit carried away. I was like, ooh, and then, you know, I got a little bit too carried away, and then I thought, oh, I don't know if it's looking out of balance or anything. But anyway, lots and lots of leaves on it, and I am just going to use a little, oops, wrong one, just use a little bit of this just to pop on the edges here. And this is the great thing with the stencils, because every time you do it, you might get a different flower look depending on how many leaves you put down and how many different colors you pop down. And so I think it's a pretty fun one to play with. All right. Now I am going to change up my card ever so slightly, because I used Calypso Coral, which is what I'm still going to use, and I've got my cardstock here, and I've actually popped some of the adhesive sheet on the back of it, which I think I used wrong, but anyway, it was my first time using it, and I'm sure I'll get the hang of it to use it properly next time. So I just cut a piece of this down and stuck it on the back of my and then I realized I probably didn't need to, but anyway, it helps it stick down nicely. So pop a little bit of adhesive sheet on the back of your Calypso Coral. And then I used Evening Evergreen for my detailed words of "You are amazing," but I thought I might do it in white this time, just to have a little bit of lightness with it. See you, Tracy. Thanks for joining. You'll see the rest of it later. Okay, so now I've got some of the foam adhesive sheets as well, which this is my first time playing with these as well. So I'm hoping that I have a bit better luck than what I did when I did my first play. Okay, so I got a little bit, I was having trouble pulling it apart, but I think I know what I did, and I can rectify it, I'm hoping, here. So these are the Amazing Thanks dies, and these are actually part of a bundle, but I think that they work fantastic as a standalone as well. So let me find the bundle. Oh, here it is. Easy. So this is the bundle here. Let me bring it up so you'll be able to see samples on page 40. There we go. So you've probably seen some samples kicking around with these ones here. Oh, have I got it right? So, but I think the dies can be really cool standalone ones. So we're going to need the bold, you are amazing. And also, oops, not that one, it says thanks. So, and the detailed ones as well. All right. I should have perhaps had these cut out in advance, but anyway, let's bring this dude in. Okay, so for your sandwich, you need a 1, a 2, a 3, and then your top 3. So grab these ones, and we want the bold ones first. Oops, nice view of my arm there. Okay, so we're just going to pop them down. So if you are watching from my Facebook group, I hope you are commenting, even though I can't see the comments. I hope you are commenting, because I will come back into the group and check all the comments out after. All right, so we got all these guys on. They cut out quite well. And that dude, where's my pointy? Grab my pointy thing. There we go. Now, with the next set of dies, do I dare just throw my dies on the packet and go back afterwards? Now, where's my white? I lost my white. Oh, no. Oh, found it. Phew. Can't go far when you know it's been on your desk, right? Okay, so I'm just going to lie these down. Now, I only ran them through my machine once the other day, and I'm thinking that I need it to run it through twice. And if it works, it is going to be a bit of a lifesaver. Because trying to get little dimensionals so you get to see all my facial expressions while I'm crafting as well. Okay, we're gone through twice. Let's hope that that is enough to, because I tell you what, oh, should I go through one more time? It's those little center bits that I might, I wonder if I can, no, that's probably gonna, it's just the little center bits where you pick out the A and the, okay, cross fingers. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it plain flat. Alrighty. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's better than the last time I tried to play with it. Oh, look at that. Much, much better. Okay, the backing's come off of that, so I just need to, and they're bloomin' sticky. Super sticky. And because it's such a detail, it's like a really fine detailed die. But this is what you want to use this stuff for, right? Okay, I'm making a mess. You know what, I'm just going to pull. Go gently, go gently. It looks like a mess. I promise you it's not. Okay. Is this better than what I did the other day guys? Trust me. All right. Now, I'm just going to pop out these centers, and it does get quite sticky, but these are coming out so much better than the other day. If you can just get them to stop sticking to your fingers, you'll be right. And it stretches a little bit as well. Okay, but you can, whoop, see, stretchy. And one more. All right, so when it comes time to just popping it back on, just go gently and start at the beginning. And don't lay them all on, try and keep them up, and then just sort of push them into the places where they're supposed to be, because it does stretch out a little bit. Voila! There we go. How cool does that look? Whew. Now we just got a few more to go. All right, these ones are easy. Okay, you are. These ones don't stretch out but too much, but just, again, just sort of squish them back into their place. You are amazing. Tell you what, you feel amazing when you finish this, because whew. So cut through a few times. Don't just run it through once, because you've got to get through that backing sheet. Okay, there we go. Now the rest is pretty easy, because you just need to line up where you're going to pop your words. So just peel the backing off of your adhesive sheet. Yep, a little bit there. And then we're going to line, well, I'm going to actually put this one on straight. It wasn't until I was photographing my last card and I was like, oh, it's not even on straight. Okay, so let's pop it here. And that way, when you've got the adhesive sheet on the back, it just sticks straight over everything and it's great. Okay, you are... Okay, and then we'll see which one we like better, the light words or the dark words. It's hard to tell. You are... We'll do it up here. You are amazing. And then, of course, we're not going to be complete without some bling. So I love these iridescent, I'll put this on the back here, iridescent rhinestones. They are my favorite. They pick up pinks and blues. I'm looking for one of these. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of clusters. Different size clusters. Put one over here. And one more. Oops. I'll pop you up here as well. So there we go. There is our You Are Amazing card, which is looking pretty full on if you ask me. So let's grab our other one back and then you can let me know which one you think. I wish I could zoom in. I haven't figured that bit out again. Like I said, I've only just come back to this, so I will have to see whether I have the ability to zoom in and whether and the comments I have to check. So there you go. So let me know which ones you think that you like the best, dark ones or the light ones. It's a bit different. When I'm looking at them in real life, it's a little bit different. So there's that one. And there's that one. So I will pop the link. Oh look, this is the other thing I can do. I forgot. I can do a comment. Like I can do these things. I think. Double click to update. Highlighted. There you go. See? I can say, look, Lois says that she likes the white the better. You know what? You can also put Wink of Stella on them too. That might highlight them a little bit better. Cool. Okay, so I will put the links to where you can subscribe to my newsletter so that you can get the instructions for these or the measurements, and I will also put the link in the Facebook group and also on YouTube. So thank you very much for joining me. So I will try and get these few last things. Let me see if I can just switch things around. There's me again. I must remember that my camera's over that side. Don't put my hand over it. So I will endeavour to find out a few more things about this program, but hopefully it's working really well. Okay, I will go and check all the groups, all the comments, and get back to you. And white one's the winner by the looks. So fantastic. Well, on YouTube, white is the winner anyway. So thanks very much for joining me, and we will see you again probably next week. But come join my Facebook group too. If you're not in there, come join it, because we talk about lots of different things, not just card making. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.